Until the Panamera E-Hybrid arrives later in the year, the 4S diesel is the fuel-sipping economy champion of Porsche's brand-new super-saloon range. Of course, these things are relative. You're not going to find a 2.0-liter 4-pot oil burner under the bonnet. In fact, you get twice as much capacity and twice as many cylinders, a 3956cc twin-turbocharged V8 with variable turbine geometry, VDG. The headline numbers are an impressive 416 bhp and a staggering 627 lb-ft of torque. Thanks to those clever VTG snails, you only need 1000 revolutions per minute on the dial to get all the twist. A brand new 8-speed PDK gearbox sends power to all four wheels. That MSP platform may have trimmed a few kilos from the curb weight, but the Panamera is still a hefty piece of kit. Regardless, the 4S diesel is capable of building speed like few other four-doors. It never feels quite as fast as it actually is, a trait shared with every other model in the range. But still, few cars could keep up with a 4S diesel driven hard. While the massive reserves of torque allow rapid acceleration, they also make for effortlessly relaxed cruising. Driven sensibly in normal traffic conditions, we were amazed at how often the V8 was spinning at 1000 revolutions per minute or less. In those situations, the engine is barely audible, although a little tickle does reveal a slightly gritty, diesel edge. At least it's unmistakably a V8 when you squeeze it harder. More relevant in the real world is the economy the 4S diesel is capable of. With plenty of self-restraint and a light right foot, you'll be able to get more than 30 miles per gallon. Enjoy yourself a little, and this soon drops into the 20s. In the center of the dash is a large 12.3-inch touchscreen to control the PCM infotainment system. It looks good, but can lag slightly when you zoom in or twist a Google Map view of your surroundings, and some of the icons are a touch small. We also found that the steering wheel obstructed the left-hand side of the display if you're particularly short. This touchscreen now controls a lot more, removing many of the buttons from the gearstick area. There's also a touch-sensitive black panel that controls items such as the suspension, heated seats and screen demisters. It certainly looks much cleaner and more futuristic, but it can be tricky to find the function you need without diverting your attention from the road. As for practicality, you can now easily squeeze 4 6-foot adults inside along with their suitcases. If you're in the market for a big, comfy limo, then the Panamera probably isn't for you. Look at it as a 4-door GT car, however, and we'd argue that there are few cars with such a broad range of capabilities. No one could ever say it was uncomfortable, yet it can demolish a winding road with consummate ease. While the potential economy, and more to the point, 600-plus mile cruising range, makes the 4S diesel seem like the best version in the range, we would seriously consider the cheaper petrol 4S. Not only is it a little faster, its lighter engine allows it to handle even more sharply. Besides, if you're spending around £90,000 on a new Porsche, fuel economy is unlikely to be your first concern.